Arizona Hot Homestead, my name is Jeff, and welcome to my channel. Here I document my experience of moving and living off the grid. I hope you find my channel entertaining. I hope you laugh. I hope you cry. I hope you learn some do's and don'ts. And now for our featured video, ArizonaHotHomestead.com. Arizona Hot Homestead here. I'm up at the homestead and it's actually raining and I don't have my rain gutters and my roof system all set up. Oh well, missed opportunity, I guess. So it's going to limit some of the work I do this week, but what I'm going to do is hopefully give you a little tour of the barn. So let's see how the lighting comes out in here. Alright, so some of you have requested, what the heck is Jeff going to do with the barn? Well, here's going to be my plans for the barn. Right there's your doorway. The one that on the left will be open probably on a regular basis. So when you walk in, you're going to have a chair there. So I'll cover it up and it's going to remain covered until everything's in place, keep the dust off of it. Here's a sofa, regular 7-foot sofa. It's the one from the house in the big city. I brought up here both of these. This ain't going to be there. Like my English, ain't going to be there. I'll have a little coffee table, or not a little coffee table, but an end table right there. They'll be right in front of the sofa. There'll be a little table, probably a little like a chest of some type. There'll be enough room over there to put a smaller little end table there, so you put drinks or rest a sandwich on. And then nothing really underneath the window. And then over here there's going to be a TV. Now check this out. All you guys are going to freak out over this. On my TV, it sits on a buffet that is about 6 foot in length. So it'd be about a foot off the wall there and come out and then be about 6 feet, so that as you're sitting on the sofa, you got a direct view of the TV. As you sit in this chair over here, you'll have a pretty good view of the TV because I can angle the TV. Now check this. You guys, like I said, you're going to freak over this. Right now my plan is to use my 55-inch LED. So, I know off-grid, you should sacrifice and all that, but you know what, I'm going to bring some luxuries with me. And I want to see how much power it really draws for my solar. And I'll see, I'm going to try to make it work. If it works, great. If not, well, then I'll adjust. But anyhow, that's all going right there. Right next to it, about a foot or two over, is going to be a bookcase. Now this bookcase is a really nice bookcase. When my brother-in-law bought it for himself and my sister, it was like a, I don't know, like a $3,500 bookcase, and I got it for nothing. So it's 6 foot in length, and it's what, 7 feet high or so, 6 feet high. Yeah, I think it's like 7 feet high. Really nice bookcase. I'll show that obviously when I get it. Then to the right of that is a little 4-foot buffet. Now the 4-foot buffet, it's sentimental. It was my great-grandmother's buffet, which went to my grandmother and then went to my mom when she married my dad. And so it's kind of a family heirloom, so that's going to go right about there. So you got a 6-foot piece there, another 6-foot piece there. That would cover half the barn, which half the barn is right about there. That's half the barn. Except it'll be over a foot or two. And then I'll have a 4-foot piece there, that buffet. Now, on this other side here, here's what we're going to do on this other side. That's just a dolly. Check this out, this dolly. I don't have all of it put together, but this dolly has a ball on there. So I could take small trailers and they can wheel them around the property. That was like 50 bucks at Harbor Freight. Alright. That is supposed to be a thermal blanket or a thermal window covering. They come in different sizes, and that was actually the shortest they had. They come in longer sizes and different colors, and it's thick, and it's actually supposed to be excellent to keep the heat from coming in, and also excellent to keep the cold from coming in. I don't think I have a package of one available, because right now I just have that one, but I'll show that at some other point in time. So you gotta stay tuned. You know, these videos that I do, it's kind of a step-by-step process. So if you miss one, you can miss something good, and you be sitting there in the comments making comments about, Jeff, what about this, what about that? Well, duh, if you would been watching my videos, you would know. So anyhow, but yeah, I'll do one on that a little bit later, but those are pretty cool. So on this half, here's what's going to happen on this half. Right here is going to be a desk, my computer, so I can load up my videos for you folks, and some shelving up here, and there'll be some shelving or enclosed shelving right underneath this, and some up above, and then right in this corner here, basically going from the wall up to the edge of this chair, basically, is going to be a closet. That closet is going to be my main clothes closet, because in the trailer there is really very little storage, very little closet space, and I need things for my hunting clothes, and I need things for being cold out here, and summer clothes and winter clothes and fall clothes and all kinds of crap. Anyhow, I want to have some clothes to hang, place to put my extra boots and waders and things like that. So that's all going to go there, and I'm going to go clear to the top. Now, should be able to put a row up there and then a row down here, and then that should give me more closet space. I know what to do with. Now, up above, here's what we're going to do on this side, which is the northeast. Actually, it's east-northeast. I'm thinking of making that an area where people can sleep. Now, between the top and bottom, you only have like about 39 inches. So it looks bigger than it actually is. But that's a good, like if you had a small tent, it's the same thing as crawling in there. So my thought was, the length of this from here to back there is 6 feet. So that covers most people. I might add just one more, which would be like 24 inches. And if I do that, then it would give me plenty of space. But I was thinking kind of a bedroll on this side and a bedroll on that side, and then the center is how you get in and out. There's no window up there, but you do have the ridge vents, as you can see the lighting through. So if I got heat going on in here, it won't really make it too hot up there, because at least you have some ventilation. But I was thinking of putting a window right in there. I don't think this is going to come out. Yeah, a window up in there, but a small window that you can open. And since that's the east side, that's where the sun's going to come up. And I thought that would be kind of nice way to wake up, have some sun shining on you. So, and then on this other side, I was going to just do plain flat out storage. That's just going to be junk up there. But it's junk that I want to keep inside, and kind of control the temperature a little bit better. That will go up there. So that's the tour of the inside of the barn that all of you requested, or at least most of you did. Insulation is freaking expensive. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do about that. I may actually put stuff in place and then do insulation later as I get the money. But I don't think I'm gonna have money to insulate this thing. I got to finish the patio and get my rain gutters going. I gotta get my solar going. So that to me is a little bit more important than insulation. I can put on a jacket for insulation. So electrical in here. Yes, I'm gonna run some electrical because obviously I have a computer and the TV and some lights. On the other side of this wall is where my electrical room is going to be. So it should be easy, just punch it through that wall there and wire everything up. There'll be no plumbing in here at all. And that's about it. Double doors, so it could open up the second door if I wanted to. So, I don't know. What do you think? This is the barn. Those are my plans. The flooring. I wanted to do something with the flooring. I like the idea. Someone did this with the flooring. Someone took this same sheets of plywood. They cut it in like, what was it? 6-inch pieces, 8-inch pieces, something like that. I think it was like 5 or 6-inch pieces. They sanded it all down with a floor sander before they cut it. And then they sanded it on the edge so it was smooth on the edge. And they made strips. And then on the strips, they stained the strips. And then they laid down the plywood on top of plywood like this. And they laid it at like an angle or whatever you want to do with it. And so it gave you the illusion of hardwood floors. And it looked really, really cool. So, and it's, I would think it's pretty inexpensive. It's a sheet of plywood, you cut it and sand it and stain it and put it down. So, and he also put it, when I saw it, it was on a, I forget the video because I've been looking at so much stuff. But he also put it up on the walls. And so I got thinking, that is kind of clever. I could put a different stain color for the walls maybe, put it at a different angle or whatever. So that might be my flooring. It may not be. Things will change 20 times before I finally do it. But anyhow, those are double pane windows. They open from bottom to top. They're all sealed around. If you notice on some of the stuff here, let's see, where's a good one to look at. We went through and sealed up all the edges. All these that you see double pieced together, that's where the tongue and groove plywood on the other side comes together. So they did that so you had a full piece on each end. So that's the most exposed to the outdoors. So we sealed it up. We either used caulking or we used that foam that expands. So we did that. Every single one of these has something, either a caulking or that foam stuff. And that just makes it a little bit more airtight. It will help keep the dust down. Let's see, where is it at over here? It will help keep the dust down. So, but yeah, so that should go pretty well there. What else can I add in? Pictures and things like that, I have no idea. The ceiling, same thing with the insulation piece. I don't know. I was thinking to use that 10 on the ceiling. Make it look more, make it look really rustic. Some 10 that had some rust on it and stuff. Like from an old shed or something. That might look cool. But anyhow, not sure. We'll figure it out. Alright, so that's it for now. This is Jeff, Arizona Hot Homestead. Did you subscribe? Like? Comment? Have a great one. This is my barn. Arizona Hot Homestead. Thanks for watching our video today. Hopefully you had a good time. You enjoyed it. You laughed. You cried. It was entertaining. You learned something. Hopefully you subscribed, liked, commented. This is Arizona Hot Homestead. If I don't see you there, I'll see you on the web.